Hello guys, my name is Yomich and welcome to my third video of Wolf. Today we will talk about the wildlife around shear. Today in the video what I will talk about is how much meat does the wildlife gives to the monster, what's their reaction towards the monsters and the hunters, and the things that you need to know about this. So we don't need to lose time, guys, let's just go into the game to show you the wildlife. Okay guys, we are in game. I will try to find wildlife as much as I can. Okay guys, these are the first animals that I will show you. These are the marsh striders. Well, the reaction is pretty simple, like you can see. When the monster, and same for the hunters, comes near them, they will try to run away as much as they can. Actually, there's a really useful wildlife in Evolve for the monster, because it gives you 2 meat. So there's a really good way to evolve fast. So in your third way, always include as much as you can this. Okay guys, I found some new animal. These are called the spotters. Well, why I'm not going near them is because this animal have... Well, I'm making a pause. They are very dangerous for the monster, because if the hunters know where the spotters are in the map, and if the monster go near them, they will scream like you see. So the hunters will know where approximatively you are. Actually, these are really difficult to hit, because when they see you after screaming, they will try to run away as much as they can, and damn, they are pretty fast. They won't react like this with the hunters. If the hunters go near them, they will just ignore them and they won't scream. The spotters have only 1 meat, so when you are the monster, it's not common that you hit them, but it's still possible. So if they are on your way, just hit them. But like I said, care about this, because you will need to do an ability, or you will need to be fast so they won't scream and the hunters won't hear it. Okay guys, I found some new animals there. These are called the mammoth birds. Like the marsh striders, they are trying to run away from the monster at all stages, same for the hunters. But they will defend himself if you go near them. Like you can see, they can attack actually. But they are very useful too, like the marsh striders, because they don't require that much, maybe if I remember 3 or 2 melee and 1 only ability. So there's as the marsh striders are a good way to feed quick. Okay guys, let's move to the other animal. Okay guys, near the other animals, these are called the blitz leopards, and they give you, like you will see, 2 bar of meat. Actually, they are useful for the monster too, so always include them in your food ways. And they are, like you saw, they are acting just like the marsh striders or the mammoth bird. They just try to run away from the monster, but unlike the mammoth birds, they won't attack you. It's not that true for the hunters. If the hunters go near the blitz leopards, the blitz leopards will jump on the hunters, and it will be exactly like on the previous video, a sneak pounce. But unlike the sneak pounce, the blitz leopards will stop at one point. I guess it's 50% of the health of the hunter. They will automatically stop, but care, because they will try to jump on you again when they stop. So like a pounce, if you want to save an ally was getting caught by a blitz leopard, you need to attack the blitz leopard. Okay, let's move to the next animal, or deer. Deers are called the weavers. Unlike the other animal that we see before, if the monster is stage 1, they will try to attack you But if you go stage 2 or stage 3, they will act like before, they will try to run away from you. Actually, they are useful because they are always in group, but they give you only 1 bar of meat. These are really easy to kill. I think that they have only 1 or 2 HP because same the hunters can kill them. So very easily. Talking about the hunters, the reavers will attack the hunters every time. So they are very annoying. They don't do that much damage, but if 4 weavers attack you, it will be a problem. So it doesn't cost that much time to attack them because they get killed fast. So always remember about it when you are an hunter. Let's move to the other animal. Okay guys, I'm on the other animal and this is called a crowbill sloth. Actually, it's a really aggressive animal. Like you can see, at the second you see the monster, he will attack you. Well, this is a big animal and so it takes a long time to kill. Like you will see, I'll need 2 abilities actually and 1 melee, but it gives you, if you can see, 3 bar of meat. Something that I didn't talk about last video is that if you are eating a wildlife, because we are talking about wildlife there, they will stop you from eating. So when you are a hunter and you see a monster eating something, just hit him and he will stop. Actually, the crowbill sloth acts exactly the same way as the monster and the hunters. He will attack every time he can when he sees you. He's a really aggressive animal. And this animal will attack you at all stages. So same if you are stage 3. So when you are a monster, always take care of the crowbill sloth because he can attack you during a dome or something like that. Okay, let's move to the other animal, which is there. Well, I will talk about the buff later. There is a buff. These are called venom hounds, if I remember, or venomum. I don't remember exactly. But like you can see, they react as before with the animals, except the crowbill sloth. They are fearing the monster at all stages. Actually, they are easy to kill and they give you 1 meat. But as hunter, you maybe need to care about them because exactly like the blitz leopard, when he will see an hunter, he will try to attack him. But it's not a sneak pounce. There will be a little animation, but he will poison you. It doesn't do that much damage, it's not a burst, but in time it's really annoying and it stays a fucking long time when you are hunter and this venom hounds attack you. So as hunter, care about this and they are really difficult to kill with the weapon. But if you stay away from them, it's not that a big deal because they aren't that fast compared to the hunters. Okay guys, I will need to move from another map because there weren't any wildlife left. Okay guys, I'm on distillery now. Before I was on weather control and I will start directly with the cephalodon. Here it is. So how the cephalodon works, well, like you can see, it will take a pause and then will just try to run away from the monster. So at all stages it will fear the monster. But this animal, if you go near him, like really near him, he will try to attack you for defend himself. It works exactly the same way for the hunters and it gives you 2 bar of meat. Is kind of useful because he's not that fast. He needs 2 melee though, but he's kind of useful. Generally, all the animals that have 2 bar of meat are useful. And then I can move to the Steamadon. Actually, the Steamadon have a strange pattern. When you will go near them, like you can see, they will throw like an area of smog or something like that, and when the hunter or the monster goes in, their view are modified. It's exactly like if you were on a cloud. The Timedon gives you 2 bar of meat, and like all the animals that have 2 bar of meat, they are really useful because theirs don't move that much, and they only require 1 melee or 1 ability, so this is really useful. Well, I just want to show you their 2 bar of meat. Let's move to the other animal. Okay guys, I found another animal. These are called the glaciapods. Actually, they aren't like the other animals on shear because it's not the animal that you eat, but is eggs or its defecates, I guess. Like you can see, I can eat. Well, there was a bug that you couldn't see, but it gives only 1 bar of meat. Actually, it's not that useful for the monster to kill him because he gives food from his butt, literally, and if you kill him, you can't eat the corpse. So as monster, you should better not kill it, but just eat the eggs or the defecates that he throws. Actually, his pattern is pretty simple because he will just try to run away slowly, peacefully. I'd say is very slow, and it's same for the hunters. When they will see hunters, they just will try to run away. He only throw eggs or defecates when a monster is near. If the hunters are near them, they just won't care, and they won't throw these eggs. So only the monster can do this pattern with the glaciapod. Okay guys, so now it's not an animal but a plant. These are really known on Evolve because these are carnivorous plants. As a monster you just don't really care about them, same if you attack them it doesn't affect. But you can walk on it, it doesn't do anything. But as hunter, if you walk in, literally here, where I'm standing, the carnivorous plant will try to hit you exactly as a pounce or as an attack from a blitz leopard. There is an easy way to save you early because he won't be able to move. The way to save him is to attack the plant with your guns or another thing. So as hunter, these are very dangerous. You really need to care a lot about this. And as hunter, if you shoot directly on it, but same if there's not someone in, it will actually destroy the plant. So always do this as hunter when you see a plant. Okay guys, now let's move to another animal that is very special, I'd say. Okay guys, it took me a lot of time for spawning them, but there's our trapjaws. These are exactly the same species as Daisy. So basically how they works, when they see a monster at stage 1 and stage 2, but not stage 3, they will attack him. At stage 3 they will try to run away. Actually, they act exactly the same for the hunters. If I remember, they will try to attack them. They have a strange way of spawning, and actually, like you see, they give 1 bar of meat, by the way. They have a strange way for the spawn, because they appear when the monster left some corpses behind him, and it happens randomly. Sometimes they will appear at the exact moment when you will kill like three animals, and sometimes it will take a long time. Actually, the trapjaws aren't that useful for the monster, but if they are on your way, you can kill them anyway, but they require more damages than the other animals that gives 1 bar of meat. They need if I remember, 3 melee. So it's a lot. It's really a lot. Okay, now I guess we can move from the trapezoes to the other animal. Okay guys, I moved to the rest trap for showing you more wildlife. Let's go. Okay, I already found one. This is called the megamorph. I will make a pause because there's a lot to talk about this. The megamorph will hide himself as much as he can, and he's looking like a rock actually. He works on various ways. If the monster is stage 1 and stage 2, if I remember with the megamorph, he will try to attack you if you go near him. And he will show himself. Well, actually he don't, but normally he will try to attack the monster if he goes near you. And then at stage 3 he will try to run away when he will see you. Actually this is a big animal, so it gives you 3 bar of meat and it's really difficult to kill as well. He works on a different way for the hunters, because the hunters for the megamorph are prey. If the hunters go near him, he will try to hit them and he will exactly do like the sneak pounce. If the allies want to say his ally, because it's like the carnivorous plants, the blitz leopard, the sneak pounce, they will need to attack the megamorph. Actually, just attacking the megamorph isn't enough, they will need to kill the megamorph. But if the megamorph manage to kill the hunter, they won't have any, it won't have any body left from this. So guys, always remember, always pay attention about the spawns of the megamorph. On each map I guess they have only 3 spawns if I remember, and if you know them it's not a big deal, so always take care about this when you are a hunter, because the megamorph is one of the most annoying wildlife on shear. Okay guys, I'm moving to the other animal which is there. This is a canyon strider. So he's kind of useful because he gives you 2 bar of meat, he only needs 1 melee or 1 ability. And if this pattern is pretty simple, when he sees an hunter or a monster he will try to run away as much as he can. So it's sometimes annoying because he will need to do 1 traversals, but it's a fair deal because it gives you 2 bar of meat and it's easy to kill. Okay guys, let's move to the other animal. They are there. They called obsidian proud or obsidian beetles. Actually, they act in a passive way. When they will see the monster or a hunter, they will try to run away. But if the monster go really near them, they will try to hide, and they will like a plant or a rock. Actually, they give you 1 bar of meat. And they act exactly the same way as for the hunter, sorry, they will try to run away, but they won't hide themselves, they will just try to run away. So now I'm moving to another animal, if he's there, normally. Yes, he's there, is the nomad. The nomad is a huge animal, so it requires a lot of melee or abilities. Like you can see, he's acting in a defensive way. If you go near him, he will really try to attack. It works both for the hunters and the monster. He gives you as well 3 bar of meat. And that's all for the nomad. There's not that much to say about him. This nomad will try to attack the monster and the hunters, so that's all. And yeah, unlike the megamorph was an albinos there, he will attack the monster at all stages, so take care about this. Okay guys, let's move to the other animal, and he's there. This is called the dune beetle. He's very aggressive, and if you go near him, he will automatically try to attack you. This is a big animal. Like you can see, all the big animals have red around them, have some red around them. And like you can see, he gives me as well 3 bar of meat. Well, he works only in that way. He will just attack you. But I'm not sure about this. If you are stage 2 or stage 3, at one point he will try to run away from you. But I'm not sure about this. But normally it's like that. He will act exactly the same way against the hunters actually. He will try to attack them if they go near him. So as hunter, always care about him because he attacks in a fast way, and if you fight near it, always kill him because he's really annoying. Okay guys, now I will move to another map. There's only one animal left. Okay guys, this is the last animal of this video. Here it is the Hermedon. Like you will see, he will take a defense pose, and if you go near him, he will attack you. He is acting exactly the same way for the monsters as the hunters. He will try to attack literally everyone, and for all the big animals, like because they're red around him, he gives you 3 bar of meat. Talking about the big animal, most of the time it's not that useful to kill them. Only for your own survive if there's an area where they are when there's a dome. But unless this, only on specific foodways, they aren't that useful for the meat, because the animal with 2 bar of meat are clearly most useful because they only require 1 ability and they are always in group normally, so you have 4 bar of meat instead of 3, and it doesn't take that much time. So if it's a new way and if you don't have any other wildlife around, yeah, you can kill them, of course. But unless this, just ignore them when you're passing by. Actually, the trap jaws there, actually the Hermedon will attack you at all stages. So that's all for this video. I will go back to the menu. Okay guys, we are back in the menu. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope that you appreciated it. Let's see for the next one, and always remember guys, evolve is life.